Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video lecture I am going to show you how to convert non-stationary series into the stationary series in EViews. First of all, you should know what is difference between stationary and non-stationary, particularly in econometrics. So we know that what is non-stationary when there is the trend, either upward trend, either downward trend, means with respect to the time your dependent variable is changing. So either it is an upward trend, either it is a downward trend. It means if a series has an upward or a downward trend, then that series is the non-stationary series. So such kind of series which have trend, then this is known as non-stationary. And if you see this one, this is the stationary one. There is no trend with respect to time. White is not changing, it is constant over the time. There may be another reason for non-stationary. First two reason is the trend. Another reason is the structural break. Due to structural break, first it is stationary. If you see this trend, what is first stationary, then due to structural breaks it is again non-stationary. So technically, if you want to define a stationary series, we say the mean of the series is time invariant or not changing with respect to time. As you see in this case, it is not changing, so it is a stationary series. And or we can say constant over time. Mean also variance of the series is time invariant, so we say that it is the stationary series. Either mean or variance, any one of these is time invariant, time variant. If it is any one of these, either mean or variance is time variant, then your series becomes non-stationary. So in EViews, how we check either there is this stationary series or non-stationary series, we can check it using the graph. So let's move to the EViews. This is the EViews. So first of all, we need to import our data. So I already have a data of EViews. First of all, I want to show you, this is my data: money supply and interest rate, exchange rate, CPI and GDP. So money supply is dependent on all these four are independent variables. As we know that how to import the data file and import it. Yes, I have did this on my desktop. Money supply data. So yes, this is all about our it is uploaded in EViews. So first of all, need to check money supply, either it is stationary or non-stationary. So in order to check either it is a stationary or non-stationary, we need to check from this view, graph, and check it. Yes, this is non-stationary. If you see, this is basically there is a trend, first downward, then there is the upward trend and further upward trend. With respect to time, the variable money supply is changing. Or you can check it another one like GDP. Yes, so it is again there is the upward trend, it is clearly visible. So how you can convert this non-stationary into the stationary series? So basically we apply unit root test in order to make this series into the stationary. So for the unit root test, we need to go to the views, and there is the unit root test. So there are basically two formal methods: Decayfuller and augmented Decayfuller. So augmented Decayfuller is already selected. First of all, you need to check it at level and first none. Yes, this basically the things is that you should reject your h naught when you reject h naught when your probability is less than 0.05. So in this case our probability is greater than 0.05. So again I want to first of all check it at EViews where it goes. So I want to check you apply unit root test on my money supply data. So I opened it. First of all, go to the views again and check for unit root tests. First of all, check at level and put this at none. Method is ADF, augmented Deckefeller. These are already selected, no need to make manipulations here, just it is as it is. So if you see, this is our calculated value and these are tabulated value. So at 10% level minus 1.61, which is greater than our tabulated is greater than calculated, so we are not going to reject. It means non-stationary. At 5%, again our tabulated or critical value is greater than our, this is your tabulated, this one is tabulated, and these all three are sorry, this 0.20 is your calculated and these three are tabulated are critical values. Critical value at 1%, critical value at 5%, and critical value at 10%. So first of all, if you see, we are unable to reject at 1%, at 5%, and at 10%. So again apply unit root test. Now check it at intercept level, put it at level and change the intercept. So if you see 1.7, again we are unable to reject. The rule is if calculated is greater than critical, then we reject, and it means stationary. So here it is non-stationary. So again check it at trend and intercept. So yes, in this case if you see in the absolute forms, our calculated value is greater than tabulated value at 10% and tabulated value at 5%, but still we are unable to reject at 1% level because 4.32 is less than 4.39. So at 1% we are again unable to reject, so again non-stationary. So in this case you need to take first difference means take one difference or this first difference and put it at none. Yes, now if you see our calculated is greater than all tabulated are critical. At 10% we are able to reject, at 5% we are able to reject, at 1% we are able to reject, or you can see the probability value is less than 0.05, so we reject h0. It means it is stationary in this case. So at first difference our money supply is stationary. So how you can check this in graph? First of all, in order to check it at graph, you need to go to the need generate series. So DMS I want to equal to money supply ms minus ms, put bracket, then minus 1. So this is the method to check our series into the stationary. DMS is the name, so ms minus 1, first difference. Minus 1 means this minus 1 is first difference. Press OK. So there is a new series generated, this one. If you go to the views and check it graph, now it is a stationary. If you see, it is moving, not changing with respect to time. So this is the method.